Hi, Inge.
Hi, Stefan.
So you had plans to talk about fragmentation of self and
Yes.
you might make a series.
Yes. I put a lot of thought into the how of this and came to the conclusion if I were to jump to like the middle of it, then it would be just too difficult to place everything. So I decided we will do a series. That is the intention, at least. I will start with what I've always started everything with is body, mind, spirit, soul. This is the first splitting of different aspects of self. But that way we have a good view on how I experience everything. So for some people, they will agree, some people won't agree. And the most important thing is to offer a different perspective from a different point of reference.
So what you're going to talk about is like the four topics: body, mind, spirit, soul. And like the current plan is to like make one video out of each one of them.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I wanted to start with the body for the purpose of going into fragmentation. The body will have the briefest, shortest explanation, not that it's less important. The length of time that it takes to explain something or a number of details that I name should not be considered a reflection of its importance. Without the body, it would really be difficult to experience the three-dimensional experience, which is Earth is the three-dimensional experience to start. And then, of course, we expand our consciousness, etc. So we'll start with the body. What is the body? The body, oversimplified, is a receiver and a sender as it relates to the mind, spirit, and soul. Within the body, there are records. The records are able to be activated in an organic, biological way in the body, which then affects behavior. For instance, if you have low blood sugar, you're not going to feel well. If you have high blood sugar, you're not going to think well, etc., etc. So that's the connection with the body. It is the vessel through which all knowing flows. That's about it for the body.
Then I have a question.
Oh, okay.
So because like if you just talk about fragmentation of self, and well, you take it literally to the body. Now I have an example. There was a woman, I don't remember when it was, who got sick. They took body samples of her, and in the end she died of cancer. But these body samples, they are cells, and these cells, they reproduced in a lab, and actually they're still being used like all over the world for experiments with cells. So are these cells still a part of this woman? Are they a fragment of her?
Okay.
Is the question too difficult for this video?
No. And it should be answered. Many people have this, and then you have to look at organ donation, etc., etc. Okay, so there are many beliefs, also religious beliefs. I will answer it though, because it's very important, and it is a question many people have. To a certain extent, yes. Why? Your cells carry your consciousness. They carry the imprinting of your personal consciousness. So in that sense, yes. The other question is, can you then not cross over if part of you is still here? Well, then we have to go into talking about, what do you believe about the whole? Do you really believe that we are all one? Or do you believe you're only all one with people, or you're one with whom or what you've identified as God? So it can go very, very far and deep. But I will go on and say those cells do carry consciousness imprinting of the individual from whom those cells were taken.
Mhm.
If that person had an expanded consciousness and a good contact with the greater consciousness, then you already know the answer. And the cells carry the memory how to do that. But the cells also need a complete system. For instance, your nervous system, your brain. But the potential is there. Yes.
The potential for what exactly?
The potential for waking up the connection to that individual's consciousness.
Okay.
Because the imprinting and the code is there.
Okay. So now, is actually an organ donation a good thing or a bad thing?
Neither.
So it's not like I will be stuck in somebody else's body with my liver or something like that.
No. Look, it goes back again. What do you believe? If you already believe that we're all one, why are you worried which body is carrying your organ? We're all one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if your neighbor has pain, you have pain. So if you can relieve his pain by giving one of your kidneys, then it makes you feel better too, right?
Yeah.
There's no good or bad.
So actually, this whole thing of concept of being one has to do with this fragmentation. Huh?
Yes.
Okay. Well, perhaps that's for a next video then. Okay, let's stop here. Thank you very much. Oh,
you're
sorry.
welcome. I do want to add, if people follow this series and the build up and then the more detailed examples, if they really look closely and take notes, they will see this body, mind, spirit, soul, these 4 sections, or if you can call it a cycle, that cycle of how those 4 work together repeats itself. Just repeats itself. So 10 videos from now, if I'm still speaking about fragmentation, consciousness, memory through DNA, that cycle just repeats itself. It's only more detailed and smaller and more difficult to find. I just wanted to give a heads up and a hint. You see, if you take notes in the beginning, then you will understand anything that comes after the beginning much more quickly.
Okay, that's the end.
Yes.
Okay.